Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi Bulldog ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return here gets us all the way down the 26-yard line. On first down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Johnson will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is going to be 49er football. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
You think about this strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. 23 yards the pickup there. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can...
And this is caught! Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing now is Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners on one play have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this one's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Steps away to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with, to try to at least get down into field goal range. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This left side caught by Fulgham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 38, Hurts. This is Smith with a ground. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Throwing is Hurts. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Fulgham, 41 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he fires one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On 2nd and very short, Hurts. And this is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to be 49er football.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-year.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
I need to get my swag
And
right
can
now.
you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time faded. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lance now on 1st down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, he's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is caught in the end zone by Madden Lg. Touchdown, Eagles. Madden Lg, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. James has got it. Complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with...
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's caught, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, it's one thing to win. win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Yep.